Some truths stay hidden, even when they twitch beneath the surface. But hiding doesn't make the fear go away. Hi, and welcome to this Podfic recording of Whispers of the Wild, written and read by me, DreamerAxie. This is a Percy Jackson fanfic about what happens when change comes from the inside out. This chapter contains themes of internalized fear, body changes, and moments of fragile comfort. Please listen with care and take breaks if you need to. You're about to listen to Chapter 6, Hidden Ears, Hidden Fears. Let's begin. "We need to talk," Nico said. Will yelped, jumped up so hard he nearly fell over. Catching himself on the rough bark of the tree, his heart pounded like a drumline, loud enough that he swore Nico could hear it. "Gods, Nico," he hissed, hand flying to his beanie make sure it hadn't slipped. "You can't just sneak up on people like that." Nico raised an eyebrow. "You're hiding behind a tree, Will." "I was just resting." "Right, resting. In the shadows. 10 feet from the path." Will opened his mouth, closed it again, then sighed and looked away. Nico didn't push. He just stood there, the usual sharpness in his posture diluted, like something had finally cracked and left him hollow. But his gaze was focused, pinning Will in place better than any shadows could. "I scared you," Nico said, voice low. "Earlier. I didn't mean to, but I did." Will flinched. "You didn't." "I did." Nico stepped closer, but slowly, like he didn't want to startle him again. "I could smell it." Will's eye snapped to his. "You... what?" Nico let out a humorless breath. "Yeah. I didn't realize what it was at first. Just this wave of fear, sharp and cold. And then I realized it was you. I could smell your fear, Will, like a predator." Will's mouth went dry. The heat of shame curled in his stomach. "I didn't mean to be scared of you." "I know." Nico's voice softened. "But you were. And I don't blame you. It wasn't... me. Not really." Will nodded once. Barely. "I ran," Nico continued. "I didn't want to, but I couldn't be around anyone. Not like that." Will swallowed thickly. "I thought you went to Leo." "I did," Nico said. "Because I couldn't face you feeling that way. Like I was something to run from." Will opened his mouth to deny it, but the words caught in his throat. Nico had smelled it. There was no point lying. So instead he asked, "Are you okay now?" "No," Nico admitted. "But I will be." And for the first time, Will noticed the way Nico's hands flexed, like he wanted to pace again. The way his eyes flicked to the shadows, then back to him. That tension was still there, just hidden under layers of restraint. They were both barely holding it together. Will exhaled and finally stepped out from behind a tree. "We both need to talk," he said quietly. "Not just you." Nico's gaze flicked up, curious, wary. Will hesitated, then pulled off his beanie. His ears twitched, and Nico's eyes widened at the sight. For a moment, he didn't speak. His gaze locked on the golden fur tips poking through Will's curls, no longer hidden by the beanie. The wind shifted gently, ruffling the edges of them. Will looked away, cheeks flushing red, shame blooming from behind his ribs like a bruise. I didn't know how to tell you," he muttered, voice barely above the breeze. "They just showed up a few days ago. I thought maybe I was just tired or imagining it, but they're real." He gave a shaky laugh and ran a hand through his hair, stopping short as his fingers brushed against one ear. He grimaced. "I keep trying to act normal, like nothing's changing, but it is. Everything is." Nico blinked, still frozen in place, and then softly, he whispered, "They suit you." Will stared at him. Nico's lips twitched. Not quite a smile, but not pain either. just something raw and real. You look, Nico hesitated, choosing his words carefully. You don't look wrong. Not to me. Will exhaled, relief loosening his shoulders for the first time in days. You're the first person who knows. Good, Nico said. Let's keep it that way. Just for now. Will nodded, then reached up to tuck the beanie back over his ears. It didn't fully flatten them. One still shifted beneath the wool like it had a mind of its own. But it helped. Nico didn't say anything else for a while. The forest had gone quiet around them, like it was listening too. He shifted his weight, then flinched. Will caught it. What? Nico's brow knit together as he twisted slightly, reaching behind himself with one hand, like something had brushed the back of his legs. It's nothing. Just felt weird. Will frowned, scanning him. Weird how? Like, Nico exhaled, frustrated. Like my spine stretched too far, or like my body forgot where it ends. His hand hovered at the small of his back. It's probably nothing. Will looked like he wanted to argue, but stopped himself. Just let me know if it happens again, okay? Nico gave a curt nod, but his fingers twitched as he fell back to his side. He didn't say it, but he already knew it wasn't nothing. Later, when he was alone again, sitting on the edge of his bunk, shirt thrown off, candle flickering on the windowsill, he reached behind himself and felt it. A small bump of bone just above his tailbone, tender to the touch. It hadn't been there this morning. Thank you for listening to Chapter 6 of Whispers of the Wild. This is Book 1 in the Wildcurse Chronicles, a long-form project from the DreamerAxie library. Every chapter peels back another layer of fear, of instinct, of identity. And here in the quiet between two hearts, something unspoken begins to heal. To everyone hiding their fear beneath soft words or silent looks, you're not alone. This story was written with care, and maybe, just maybe, it finds you when you need it most. Take care of yourself, and take care of each other. See you in the wilds.